and I'm back with another episode of ShayS Relationship Files. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. I know I'm usually on a little earlier in the morning, but I'm still feeling a little under the weather today. But I still wanted to give you guys some content this morning. So, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well today. And today I wanted to talk about acquaintances versus friends because I was looking at this. I think it was an interview someone was doing, and sorry guys, I was having a little technical difficulties there. But as I was saying, I was watching this interview by Coco Brown. If you're not familiar with her, she's a comedian and an actor. She's been in a few Tyler Perry movies and other movies. But yeah, she was just talking about how you have acquaintances and you have friends. And I wanted to discuss that more in depth because sometimes growing up as a kid or even as an adult, sometimes we can't tell the difference of who's our acquaintances and who's our truly real friends. Now, when it comes to acquaintances, you usually don't share everything with an acquaintance because, for one, you don't see them as often. You don't talk to them as often. Most of the time, acquaintances are people who you see in a certain setting sometimes, and you just check in on them when you see them in that setting. Otherwise, you don't really talk to them beyond that point. So I have this article here that tells the difference between acquaintance, a close friend, and intimate friend. So the definition of acquaintance is a person you know but who is not a close friend. It's the person you run into in the hallway, at school, or feel comfortable meeting in a group setting, but usually not by yourself. So that's one meaning of acquaintance. Now it's another factor, a casual friend as well. A casual friend is a person you are more emotionally attached to. You feel comfortable meeting with this person one on one. And then you have the intimate friend. A close friend is a person you spend time with regularly and can depend on. You feel comfortable reaching out to this person at any time. And the intimate friend is someone you share anything with, and you know when you share with that person, it's not going to go anywhere. And I think it's important for us to know what people are the intimate and the close friends that we know we can really trust and talk to versus the ones we can check in on, we can speak and say hi, be kind to them still, but we don't really share our personal space. Because sometimes, at least from my experience of friendships, um, I have made the mistake of thinking an acquaintance was actually a close friend and ended up getting my feelings hurt, excuse me, because I find out later on that that person was never truly a close friend to me, even though they was giving me the traits as if they didn't have my best interest at heart. And I actually want to give a little story time in this episode since we're on the subject of friendships. And honestly, I have so many friendship that I can share with you guys in regards to how I've been betrayed by many um, girls in my lifetime, which has definitely shaped perception when it comes to trusting people, and it changed my perception on and helped me learn what's a true friend and helped me learn what ones that need to stay as just acquaintances. You guys just give me 1 second. I'm trying to let my cat out the room here. Just give me one moment. Okay, so the story I'm going to tell y'all about was when I was in middle school. And the name shall remain nameless. And the story is when I was in middle school and I had a friend. Well, at least I thought she was my friend. I should say that. So, me being a fast tail I kind of was in middle school, didn't have no business dating or sneaking a boyfriend, so called. But, yeah, so she had this friend and this dude that was her friend. And because I didn't know any better, that the code word when most of the time when a girl a lot of times say friend, especially in school, they've had some type of something with each other, and usually when they get tired of them, they kind of pan them off to a person doesn't know or isn't aware of the previous relations they've had or whatever the case may be. So what happened was I told her I liked him. And so she was like, "Oh well, I'll get you guys together." Da, da, da. So one day, we were walking near my house when I was living with my mom, and I remember she's like, "Oh, he stayed near such and such," and it was when I was with another friend at another friend's house, a girl that I knew. Because back then, I definitely was the type that had, well, I thought I had many friends, and I had a lot of girlfriends that was around me that I thought had my best interest that actually liked me. But yeah, so anyways, she's like, well, I can call him and get my sister and we can all hang out together as a group. So I'm like, okay, so then I won't be with him by myself. So we did that. We hung out, all of us together for hours, just walking around and talking and just, not doing much of nothing, just walking around, went to the gas station, got snacks, and just sat outside. It was, I think, around the summertime. It was one of those summer days that wasn't super hot outside or anything. And then slowly, as the time go, me and him end up by ourselves walking around while they're sitting down talking to each other. My friend and her sisters, who were like best friends to her. So me and him began getting to know each other, like talking, not asking a lot of questions, and we decided to date at the time, which I don't know why I was so adamant about having a boyfriend at 14 years old. Anyway, the point. So over the time we were together, for the short time usually with somebody during middle school, it wasn't, I started hearing things that I didn't necessarily know before. Like, I was hearing that he already had someone dating. He was just only dating me to try to see if he can sleep with me. And then I started hearing that him and my so-called friend had some time on with each other. And it got to a point where, because one thing, I've always been the type of person where when I start hearing things and stuff, I do talk directly and ask the person, is this something going on, this, that, and the third? And I remember she kind of gave me a nonchalant answer like, oh, we just friends and we known each other for a while. But I'm like saying it never, nothing ever happened with y'all. Oh no, but how she acted with him, it the actions didn't add up with what she was saying. And then after not too long ago, I was told that basically she knew he only wanted to talk to me because he knew I was a virgin and he wanted to see if I would sleep with him, which I didn't, of course. Um, I was very adamant about keeping that for a long, long time, and I did until I was an adult. But the point is, um, it was just sucky to know that, and that made me realize that that wasn't necessarily a friend, because a close friend wouldn't put you with a person that they know is, one, dating other people at a totally different school. Then they knew what their intentions were, and they still told me it's okay to date him anyway, and all that. And that really showed me, like, for one, it made me not ever again in life, even as an adult, to date somebody that somebody introduced me to. That made me completely not want to ever do that again when I got older. Because when I met my husband, I talked to him myself. I didn't get, it wasn't, oh, he was friends with her and then we talked. It wasn't like that. But when back, I didn't know that at 14 years old, and that's why, like I said, I always say being a kid and trying to date doesn't go mixed. It's just better to just focus on your education and get out of school and worry about that when you an adult and older and got yourself together, because it's just not worth going through those many hurt feelings so soon and so early on, because that that really changed my perspective on people and trusting people. And I have so many stories of friends who have done things that's just like, what? And that's supposed to be your friend? Like, I actually had this other story, since I still got a little time left, I can tell you. So this is like years later, and this person was actually supposed to be my best friend. And she was the one that I known since I was 9 years old. We always kind of ended up in separate schools, but we would keep in contact all the time. And she then, even though the friends that I thought were close friends at my school, she was always the number one as far as in my book at the time. Like, I'm like, no matter who friends I lose, I know this is my best. This is my ride or die. She gon', type person. But I had let her stay with me and my husband like some years ago. And I remember one day my husband was at the house and I was at the house too. And she was getting ready, in the bathroom, taking a shower. Why on earth would this girl, and tell me if you think a friend, supposed to be intimate, close friend, would do this? Because we had stairs in our house, so it was a bi-level. It was the kitchen and the living room was downstairs. The bedroom was upstairs and the bathroom is upstairs. The house is kind of weird because there wasn't no bathroom downstairs. You can only use the bathroom upstairs, which I always thought was kind of stupid. But anywho, she was in there getting ready for work, or whatever. At the time, she was staying with us, and this girl comes down our stairs. Fortunately, my husband was in the bedroom, so he didn't see it. I did. She comes down the stairs completely nude, out the shower, whatever, in a towel. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, why on earth? If you know somebody's husband in the house, and out of just respect for your best friend, why would you come downstairs? Basically, you can see your body and everything. Like, why? I mean, even for me, when I even younger, my mama instilled this in me that when you go to a friend house or sleeping over, whatever the case may be, you supposed to get dressed in the bathroom with the door locked. You don't come out in people's house walking around with a towel on, like even if it's a man in the house or not, because you never know what a person's mind may be just because you think you may know them. And that's just something I've never did. I know personally for me, I've always, when I slept over friends' houses, I've always gotten dressed in the bathroom. When I know I gotta use their bathroom, the shower, whatever the case may be, I shut the door and make sure I lock it until I'm completely cleaned and dressed, clothed, and then I come out. I've never even felt comfortable changing in my friends' bedrooms in front of them. I didn't do that. I wasn't, that just was something I felt that you shouldn't do. Especially, like I said, because I had trust issues prior to with a lot of these issues I had with females for some reason, because they always found the reason to get mad at me. So I already had trust issues early on as a teenager. So because of that, I've always kind of been aware as far as like what I do and how do I show respect. And that's what brought me to the topic today about acquaintances and close friends, because by those examples and others that I do have that I will talk about at some point, um, have taught me how to spot an acquaintance and someone that's really close to me that I can count on, that I can talk to about anything. And you definitely want to hold on to those intimate, close friends that you have, because it's a lot of people, and especially learning in life, that you can't share that with, that they gonna spread all your business to whomever they talk to, or they gonna even talk about you in with that other person. Like, so you definitely want to be aware of who you share your most intimate things with. For me, I only have, I want to say, out of I have like three or four main people that I know I can tell something and it's not going to go anywhere. Actually five, so that would be my husband and four other close friends that I know that I can talk to about anything, and they won't judge me or make me feel some type of way, and they'll give me their honest opinion in the most loving way. And I am thankful for that. But it took a lot of learning to get here, because it was times where I felt like I had to have so many friends around me. I had to have a lot of friends. But as I gotten older too, I started not wanting so many people around me. I'd rather have one person that I know I can trust and talk to, and have a really one good friend, and have a billion people that really don't give a crap, because I already experienced having a billion people around me that didn't have the best intentions, and all of them did some real wrong to me in the end of it all, but they never did have the right motives with me to begin with. And a lot of the people that was around me, including people I supposedly dated in the past, even took advantage or in some way or used me because they thought they could get something from me. And I have so many stories on that I'm going to share over time that you're going to be like, wow. So yeah, you guys, this is my episode for today for ShayS Relationship Files. I also will put this in my story time too, so you can enjoy it on both this and the story time playlist. And I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. And remember to like, share, subscribe, and definitely comment on these story times. Tell me some of your crazy experiences you may have had with people you thought that were friends or acquaintances, whatever the case may be, because I definitely got many stories. And like I said, I'm very quick to always say when I've done something wrong. But a lot of these stories have been people just doing things because they had a problem with me. And all I've done is been a great friend. So we definitely going to talk about more of those stories down the line. Again, like, share, subscribe, you guys, and continue to stay safe out there today. Enjoy your day. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow with another video. Have a great day, guys. Peace.